So we start lying down. Make sure your spine is in the correct position. Your pelvis is in neutral, so your two hip bones and your pubis are on the same level. Shoulders are relaxed, sliding down your back. Chin is in the right position. Use a headrest if you need to lift your head up slightly to achieve that. Feet in line with the buttocks and knees bent at a comfortable position. Start by breathing in through the nose, expanding the rib cage. Breathe out through the mouth, drawing in with those 4 points, the two hip bones coming together, the pubis and bottom of the rib cage all meeting under your tummy button. So every time you exhale, you're drawing up with the sling of pelvic floor and drawing in with the deep lateral tummy muscles. So breath in through the nose, expanding the rib cage. Breathe out through the mouth, drawing in with those abdominals, making sure the pelvis doesn't move as you do this. You're just breathing in and out, keeping that neutral position of the spine. And again, just relax into this. Close your mind off and think of your breathing and the muscles you're trying to isolate, the deep abdominals to hold your pelvis still. Now we're going to take a little ball or a cushion, if you haven't got a ball, and place it between your thighs. Now we're going to activate the inner thigh muscles, so exactly the same breath and activation. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw in with those deep abdominals, pelvic floor, and now engage the inner thigh muscles as you squeeze the ball with your knees. And relax, breathing in. Again, exhale, draw up, hold the pelvis still, and just squeeze the ball. Don't push with your legs, just draw your knees together against the resistance of the ball. Inhale to rest. Again, exhale and squeeze. Inhale to rest. Exhale and squeeze. Hold that position. Inhale to rest. And once more, exhale, squeeze, hold, no movement in the pelvis. Feel the inner thigh, just deep abdominals, and then relax. Take the ball away or the cushion away, place it by your side, and take both arms up to the ceiling, palms facing in. You're now going to take one arm back behind your head, the other one by your hips, again without lifting the rib cage or arching the back. As you exhale, inhale back up to the ceiling. Exhale, draw the shoulders down, keep the rib cage connected to the pelvis through the abdominals. Inhale back up to the ceiling. Now you add a leg, the opposite leg. So slide the leg along the floor as the opposite arm goes up to your ear. Inhale, come back to the ceiling. Exhale, slide opposite limbs. Inhale, come back to the ceiling. Again, exhale, slide. Don't go so far that you arch the back. Keep that connection. Inhale back to the ceiling. Exhale, slide the limb. Inhale back. Exhale, slide. Keep connecting the rib cage with the abdominals. Inhale back. Exhale, slide. Inhale back. Exhale, slide. Inhale back to the start. Place your hands back on the floor. We're going to do some pelvic tilts. So breath in. As you breathe out, draw up with that sling of pelvic floor, in with those lateral abs, lower the back onto the mat and curl the pubic bone off. And back to neutral. And again, all on the out breath, draw up in, scoop the tummy and curl just off the floor. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, draw up, in, scoop, curl, and back to neutral. Again, exhale, draw up, in, scoop, curl the pelvis into posterior tilt, inhale, back to neutral. And again, exhale as you pull up, in, scoop the tummy, and back. Now we're going to go a little bit higher, so make sure your hands are on the floor. Breath in as you breathe out, draw up, in, scoop. Now keep pulling in with the tummy muscles as you push up, 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 right up. And when you reach the top, you should be in a bridge, engaging the glutes as well. Keep that connection, rib cage, abs. Take a breath in as you breathe out, curl back down, articulate through the spine from the bottom of the rib cage, curling back down, let the glutes relax on the curl, and back to neutral. And again, breath in as you breathe out, scoop, tilt, just using the tummy muscles at the moment as you curl up, up, up. Once you get to the top, engage the glutes to hold it there, take a breath in, exhale, curl back down, articulate through the spine, one vertebra at a time as you're coming down through the spine. And again, exhale, draw up, in, scoop, keep curling up, 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 up. When you get to the bridge at the top, engage the buttocks, hold it there, take a breath in, breathe out to start articulating down from the bottom of the rib cage. Curl one vertebra at a time, controlling the pelvis with your abdominals. Buttocks relaxed at this point, all the way back to neutral. And again, breath in as you breathe out, scoop, tilt, engage those deep tummy muscles to curl the spine, curl the tailbone up to the ceiling, into a bridge, hold it, take a breath in, exhale and curl back down, relax the glutes, but keep working those tummy muscles to curl the pelvis back down. Now we're going to add some arms to this, so breath in as you breathe out, do exactly the same thing. Draw up, in, scoop, and curl, 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 up to your shoulder bridge. Inhale, take the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, curl back down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, curling back to neutral. Inhale, lower the shoulders, exhale, stretch the arms behind you as far as you can go without flaring the rib cage, and then another breath out as you circle the arms around just above the floor and feeling those back muscles move in the arms. Breath in as you breathe out, scoop, tilt, curl up, pull in with those abdominals as you curl up into a bridge. Breath in there, arms up to the ceiling. Breathe out, start to curl back down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, articulating through, back to neutral. Lower the shoulders onto the bed, exhale, stretch back without flaring the rib cage, only as far as you can go. Take a breath in as you breathe out, draw the shoulder blades down your back, soften the elbows, lead with the little fingers, and just feel the back controlling the arms as though they're wings. Again, breath in. As you breathe out, scoop, tilt, and curl up, using those abdominals all the way up. Buttocks at the end. Breath in, arms up to the ceiling. Breathe out, curl back down, work those abdominals, articulate through the spine, one vertebra at a time, reaching up to the ceiling with your fingers. Lower the shoulders onto the bed, exhale, stretch back without flaring the rib cage, draw the bottom of the rib cage down. Take a breath. As you breathe out, feel the back muscles working the arms as you circle around and back to your hips. One more time, breath in as you breathe out, scoop, tilt, and curl up, 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 up. Hold the bridge. Breath in, arms up to the ceiling. Hold them there as you exhale and articulate back, curl back down through the spine, working those abdominals to stabilize, both hips coming back down together. Back to neutral, lower the shoulders as you exhale and stretch back. Breath in as you breathe out, use the back muscles, draw the shoulder blades down, soften the elbows, lead with the little fingers as you circle the arms around. Okay, good. Now if you've got a ball, place it under your lumbar spine so that your pelvis is held in a straight line from the hips down to the top of the rib cage, and you're not arching the back or lifting the rib cage. You can do this without the ball, just flat on the floor as we just were. You're just going to take a breath in as you breathe out, engage the abdominals to hold the pelvis still, and lift one leg up to tabletop, 90 degrees, and take it back down again. And then transfer your weight and lift the other one up, exhaling, drawing in with the abdominals. So you can do this exactly the same, flat on the floor, or you can do it lengthways on a foam roller, which is equally as good and challenges the balance as well. And once you've got used to this, lift the heels up so you're on your tippy toes, and you're going to lift one leg up and take it back down just to tippy toe. Lift the other leg as you exhale, take it back down. If you get cramp in your calves, you can do it on your heels instead. and lift up. And again, as I say, you can do it flat on the mat or you can do it lengthways on your roller, making sure you hold neutral and don't arch the back as you lift the legs. Now we're going to make it slightly harder. Hold one leg up in tabletop, and then as you exhale, draw in the abdominals and cross over in the air, changing and tipping with the other toe. And again, cross over, touch, and touch, touch, touch with the toe. The further away you touch with the toe, the harder it is on the abdominals. Don't let the knees bend, don't move from the knees, you're just moving from the hip joints. So the bend in the knees stay exactly the same throughout, and keeping the tummy as strong as possible. If you feel you can, take the arms up to the ceiling and do exactly the same thing with the arms up, just to challenge balance and abdominals a little bit more. That's it, keep going as many as you can. If you can do both legs together, even more challenging for the abs, you can do that, holding the pelvis as still as possible. And then from there, when you've done about 8 repetitions, draw the knees into the chest and just stretch out the lumbar spine, whether you're on the ball, the roll, or the mat, and then take the ball away. And we're going to go on to side lying now. So lie on your side. You can use a cushion under your head or your arm. One leg stretched out in line with the hip, the other one bent with the foot in line with the spine. So don't have it behind you, it should be just in line with the spine. Lift up under the waist, put a little towel there if you need to remind yourself, but keep that gap there so you're not sinking into the waist, and the hips are stacked one on top of the other. Flex the foot, so pull the toe back so it's in a flex position. Breath in. As you breathe out, draw up through the abdominals and lift the leg as high as you can above hip height. It won't go very high because you mustn't move the pelvis or shorten that distance between the top of the pelvis and the bottom of the rib cage. Inhale to lower, just hover above the floor if you can. Exhale, lift again. Inhale to lower, exhale, draw in with the abdominals, don't let the pelvis move, to lift. Keep the knee facing forward, don't let it turn up to the ceiling. And as you lift the leg, imagine you're pushing up against water to get that resistance through the abductors of the leg. And again, exhale to lift, inhale to lower. We've done about 6, now we're going to lift again just to hip height, no higher. As you exhale, inhale, take the leg as far forward as you can, keeping it straight and keeping the hips stacked, so pull the hip back. Hold it there, lift the leg up slightly, take it back to hip height, then all the way back level with the hip and lower it back down. So again, breath in as you breathe out, lift up to hip height. Inhale, take it forward as you're pulling, keeping the hips stacked. Exhale, lift up slightly. Inhale back to hip height, and exhale, take it all the way back and lower. And again, lift to hip height. Keep the hip back, don't let it roll forward as you draw the leg as far as your hamstrings will allow. Inhale to lift, lower, take it all the way back, lower it down one more time. Lift up, exhaling. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale back to hip height. Exhale back to the side and lower it back down. Okay, now place both legs bent, one on top of the other, and feet in line with the spine. Then you're going to lift the feet up and we're going to do the clown. So as you exhale, keep that gap under your waist. Exhale, open the knee to the ceiling, working those deep external rotators in your glutes, and open. 5 times, and open, and exhale to open, and exhale to open, and hold it there. Now you're going to take the knee down and the foot up to work within that ball and socket joint of the hip, and take it back again. Keeping the hip stacked, no rolling forward of the hip, you're just mobilizing through the hip joint. And again, lower and rotate back, lower, rotate back, and one more, lower and rotate back. Okay, stretch the legs out. Now you're coming back onto lying on your back. Just going to work the abdominals quite hard. So place one hand behind your head and one down on the mat by your hips. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, start to curl up into an abdominal curl. Lift your head first, curl the spine, lift the arm and turn the palm upwards. Just level with your knee and slightly up to the side of it. Inhale, take the other arm palm to palm and reach to the side without moving the pelvis. Exhale, bend both arms and come to the centre. Now you're going to do 3 little sit-ups here by drawing in with the abs, not bouncing the upper body. So breathe out and lift, and lift, and lift. Exhale, reach both hands to the other, past the other knee. Inhale, top hand goes behind the head. Exhale, reach forward before you come back down to lying. And we go the other side. So breath in. As you breathe out, reach along the floor, curl up and lift the palm, turn it up to the ceiling. Inhale, other hand, palm to palm. Exhale, come to the centre, bend the elbows. Draw in those abdominals to lift the upper body. Lift 3 times. Lift. Exhale, reach both hands to the other side. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward as you come back down. We go back that way. Exhale, reach, lift, turn the palm up. Inhale, palm to palm. Exhale, come to the centre. 3 little sit-ups, drawing in with those deep abdominals, not bouncing with the upper body. Exhale, reach to the other side. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and down. And again, exhale, reach, curl, turn the palm up. Inhale, palm to palm. Exhale, arms bent to the centre. 3 sit-ups on the exhale. Exhale, reach to the other side. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and down. And again, exhale, reach along, lift the palm, turn it up. Inhale, palm to palm, as far as you can without the pelvis moving. Exhale to the centre, arms bent. Exhale, lift. Exhale, draw in and lift. Exhale, draw in and lift. Exhale, reach to the other side, keeping the pelvis still. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and down. And again, exhale, reach along, lift the palm. Inhale, palm to palm. Exhale to the centre and breathe out as you lift. Out, out. Breathe out to the other side. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and down. 1 more set. Breath in as you breathe out. Curl up, lift the arm, turn the palm. Reach palm to palm. Exhaling, come to the centre and 3 little sit-ups. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, reach the other side. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and back down. And again, exhale, curl up and reach palm up. Inhale, palm to palm. Exhale, come to the centre. Draw in the abs to lift and lift and lift. Exhale, go the other side, palm to palm. Inhale, top hand behind the head. Exhale, reach forward and down. And stretch the arms and the legs out to stretch those abdominal muscles that have worked really hard. Okay, now we're going to go to the side lying the other side. So lie with your hand, arm under your head. Top leg bent and gap under your waist. Keep the leg in line with the spine. Flex the foot, pull the toes back. Breath in as you breathe out, draw up with the tummy muscles. Lift the leg as though you're pushing up through water as high as you can without dropping in the waist. Inhale to lower and hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now this time we're going to lift up just to hip height as you exhale. Inhale, draw in the tummy, hold the pelvis still and take it as far as you can forward. Exhale, lift slightly at that position, keeping the knee facing forward. Take it back, all the way back to side, and lower it back down. And again, lift up, draw it forward, pulling the tummy back, keeping the hips stacked. Lift in that position, make sure the leg is parallel, knee forward. All the way back and lower. And again, lift up, draw it forward. Lift up from that position, back to hip height, take it all the way back to the side and lower it back down. One more time. Exhale to lift, inhale, draw it forward, keeping the hips stacked. Exhale, lift slightly, inhale, lower back to hip, exhale all the way back, hold it there and lower back down. Okay, now both knees bent, feet in line with the spine. Remember, don't bring them up too much, just a good 60-degree bend. Keep a lift under the waist again, and you're going to lift the feet before you start. Take a breath in, and then exhale to open the knee, and inhale to lower. Exhale to open, really feel those glutes working. Inhale to lower. Exhale to open, inhale to lower. Feel that movement coming from deep, deep in the hip, and lower. Exhale to open, inhale to lower. Then this time, exhale, open, hold it there. Now you're going to turn the knee down and lift the foot up so you get good mobility within the hip joint, and open it back again, foot to foot. Drop and open. Use the breathing as you like here. You can inhale to drop, exhale to open, or vice versa. Just don't hold the breath. Try and keep that lift under your waist as you rotate, and no movement of the hip rolling forward. And one more. And lower down. Okay, now we're going to go onto your front and do the arrow. You can use a little headrest here if you need to, a book or a block. If it's uncomfortable, to put your forehead down, arms down by the side, palms facing up. Make sure you're in neutral, so your tailbone is lengthening down towards your feet, drawing in with your tummy bone, squeezing the side of your glutes to hold that position and not arch the back. So breath in, as you breathe out, just a few breaths, drawing in the tummy and squeezing the side of the glutes to the centre, lengthening the tailbone down, so you're in a good prone position before you start. Now take a breath in, as you breathe out, drawing the tummy and buttocks as we just did, float the arms up just above the hips, draw the shoulder blades down and lift the upper body into the arrow, keeping the neck long in line with the spine. Inhale, lower. Again, all on the exhale, stabilize with the tummy and buttocks, float the arms, draw down and lift. Inhale to lower. Again, all on the exhale, stabilize, float and lift. Don't come too high, it should be felt in the lower back, just in the upper back. Again, exhale, engage, float, draw the shoulders down as you lift, keeping the neck long. Now this time we're going to hold it there. So tummy, buttocks, float and lift on the out breath. Inhale, bring your arms to the side in a T position. Exhale, bring one arm to your ear, the other one to your hip, and rotate around the spine, turning your head towards the lower arm. Inhale, back to the centre, T. Exhale, go the other way, rotate around. Inhale, back to the centre, and relax down, arms by your side. Again, inhale. As you exhale, tummy, buttocks, arms, and lift into your arrow. Inhale, take the arms to the T position at your side. Exhale, keep drawing in with the abs and the glutes as you rotate around the spine. One arm up, one arm down. Back to the T. Exhale, go the other way. Back to the T and down. Once more. As you exhale, tummy, buttocks, lengthen the tailbone as you lift up into your arrow. Inhale to the T. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to the T. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to the T. and relax down. And then go onto your hands and knees and sit back into a child's pose to stretch the back extensors. Few breaths in this position. Really get a good stretch through the back and the shoulders. And then we're going to stand up, kneel up. Think of your kneeling position here. So pull up through the abdominals at the front, connect with the rib cage. Push the tailbone down so the hamstring, top of the legs connect with the lower buttocks. Arms hanging down by your side. So you're going to breathe in and lift the shoulders up to the ears. Breathe out, lower the shoulders back down and grow taller through the spine, keeping that position in your torso. Inhale, turn the arms to the back. Then as you exhale, keep everything still, pulling the tummy, shoulders down and float the arms behind you. Inhale back to the beginning. So lift up, inhale, exhale, lower and grow taller. Inhale, turn the arms, exhale, draw the shoulders down, keep the tummy pulled in and nothing changes apart from the arms floating back. And again, inhale to lift the shoulders, exhale to lower and lengthen. Inhale to turn, exhale to draw down as you float. Keep the arms soft. And again, inhale to lift, exhale to lower and lengthen the spine. Inhale to turn, exhale, drawing the tummy, keep the ribcage down, float the arms behind you without rolling the shoulders forward. And return. One more time, inhale to lift, exhale to lower and lengthen, inhale to turn, exhale to float the arms behind you, feeling those muscles pulling the shoulder blades down. And relax. Good. Now we're going to go into the 4-point kneeling. And just first of all go into a little cat. So take a breath in as you breathe out, draw up with the abdominals as though they're pulling up towards the spine. Drop the head, push the tailbone down and forward to curl the spine into forward flexion into a cat position. Breathe in, come back to neutral, making sure the shoulders are stabilised, tummy's pulled in, and then exhale and just try to stretch up into a happy cat, an arched position. Watch the neck doesn't lift, the chin doesn't lift too high to strain the neck. Back to the neutral position. Exhale, draw up through the tummy and curl into your cat curl. Pulling up through the abs, stretching the back. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, pull in the tummy, don't let the arch go into the lower spine, just lift the head and draw the shoulders down as you extend the upper back. Back to neutral once more. Exhale, curl up, pull up through the tummy muscles. They're pushing up towards the spine as much as you can. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, drawing the tummy, pull the shoulder blades down as you try to extend the thoracic, the upper back only. And come back to neutral. Just give your hands a little shake there. And we're just going to do a little plank just to work some strength into the arms and the torso, on the whole body basically. So you go back to your plank kneeling position. Make sure your shoulders are over your hands, your knees are under your hips, and just take one leg out, tuck the toes underneath, stabilise the upper body, keep the neck straight, draw those shoulders down, don't lock the elbows, and then stretch the other leg out. Push the tailbone down, pull up through the abs and hold that position, keeping that nice strong torso. Tailbone down, abs pulling in, shoulders stabilised. And then bring one knee back and then the other. If that's enough, stop there and just relax into the pose of a child. Otherwise, go again. Stretch the other leg out, toes tuck underneath. Both legs. Draw up through the tummy, really push the tailbone down, feel the backs of the legs, the buttocks. Shoulders are stabilised, arms are soft, neck is in line with the spine, and then come back. And relax, relax, shake the wrists, stretch the back if you want to. But we're going to go onto our back now and do some hip rolls. So legs quite wide, wider than hip width, and arms out to the side. Breath in, as you breathe out, pull in the tummy and let both legs roll over to one side and turn your head in the opposite direction. Feel that stretch through the outside of the hip, the lower back. If you want extra stretch, pick up the bottom foot and place it on the top leg to weight it down towards the floor. Hold that lovely stretch for a few breaths. Make sure your shoulder doesn't lift off. Both shoulders should be flat on the mat as you're stretching through the hips. Place that foot back down. And exhale, inhale, exhale as you pull in the tummy and take your legs all the way to the other side. Turn your head in the opposite direction. And then again, lift up the bottom foot to place on the top knee to get some extra stretch. And breathe in that position. Place it back down. Put one foot in front of the other on the knee and lift that leg up to stretch through the buttock of the bent leg that's in front. So that knee is pushing towards the rib cage to stretch that glute, that buttock muscle. The more you have the leg open, the more you'll stretch it, but don't force it, just go to a comfortable position and gradually increase it. You can straighten the leg up to the ceiling if that's more comfortable, but don't lift the tailbone off the mat too much. Try to keep the torso as flat as possible and just stretch within the hip. A few breaths in that position. And then change over. Place the other ankle in front of the knee. Lift that leg up so that the knee is pushed towards the chest. And breathe. Few breaths. Yeah. And then take the feet back down. Come up from there. Come up into a kneeling position on one leg. And I'm just going to stretch the hip flexor. So take one leg forward. Sit up, stand up nice and tall with the torso. Place your hands on the knee. And don't lean all the way forward. Just tuck the tailbone underneath, so that you lean there slightly and get a good stretch through the psoas. So keep as upright as possible, pull in with the tummy, but tuck under as much as you can with the tailbone. And hold that position, feeling that stretch through the hip. Keep the abdominals engaged, otherwise it'll go into your lumbar spine. And breathe. You shouldn't push so far forward that the knee goes over the toe. Keep as upright as you can. And then we change to the other side. Again, kneeling position, upright as you can, and then tuck the tailbone under and just slightly lean forward until you feel that stretch through the hip of the knee that's on the floor. Keep tucking under, keep pulling in with your abdominals so you don't sink into the lumbar spine. Nice and upright, relaxed in your upper body. And breathe. Now go back to kneeling. Hands on the floor, tuck your feet underneath so you're in a crouching position on your toes. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw in the tummy, lower the heels down, drop your head and stretch your hamstrings. Keep your weight over the front of your feet, don't swing back. Your hips should be over your ankles and just stretch in that position. Relax the arms, let the head just hang here. And if you have to bend the knees, that's fine. If your hamstrings are tight, just hold that position. And then when you're ready, take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw in the tummy to start with, abs towards your spine and start to curl up through the spine, keeping those hips over the ankles, curling up through the lumbar spine, through the thoracic, to straight. And now standing there, keep your hips width, hip width apart, your feet hip width apart, nice and tall. Think of your shoulders sliding down your back, tummy pulled in, connecting with your rib cage, your glutes working to balance you. And you're just going to rise up, taking your arms up to the ceiling, turn your palms in, and then come back down, lowering your heels back down. Once more, drawing the tummy. Feel that posture improved as you reach up with your fingers, and then arms all the way around to the circle to the side, and finish. A little shake, and that's it.